prepare chicken pot pie, you'll first need to preheat your oven to 425 degrees Fahrenheit, and then you'll have to dice the carrots, chop the celery, the onion, and then keep them all aside. Also, you'll have to peel and mince garlic and take some thyme leaves and separate them from their stems. So this is what I'm doing here, peeling the carrots. Once the carrots are finely chopped, I'm also going to chop the celery and the onions. As you can see, I have minced the garlic too. And here I'm separating the thyme leaves from the stems. You have to discard the stems. Once you're done with your chopping, make sure to clean the chicken and keep that aside too. I have cut absolute thin strips, small strips out of chicken breast and kept them aside. After you're done with all the chopping, heat some oil in a pan. I've taken an oven-proof pan here so that I can put this in the oven once I'm done. And once the oil is heated, you'll have to place the small cut strips of chicken in a thin layer and sprinkle some salt and pepper over it and fry the chicken a little until it loses the raw color. However, you do not have to cook it fully. You just have to ensure that it gets the white color all over. So that is what I'm doing here. Keep the chicken aside once it has been fried, again not fully cooked, just fried so that it loses the raw color. And once it's done, drain out the excess water and heat some oil again in the same pan. Once the oil heats up, add in all of your chopped carrots, celery, onions and stir them well until they are softened for around 5 to 7 minutes. After 7 minutes, add in the chopped garlic as well as the thyme. Stir for around 30 seconds until fragrant. Once that is done, your vegetables will be almost ready. We will then season the vegetables with some salt and pepper. Next, add some butter and a little bit of oil. Once it's heated up or the butter is melted, stir in some flour, cook the flour, and after that add around 2 cups of water along with stock concentrate. You can also add any kind of chicken stock or chicken broth, and then salt and pepper, and mix it really well. You have to bring the entire mixture to a boil and cook until thickened. After the flour gets cooked off, you'll have to turn off the heat. This process usually takes around 5 minutes, so after 5 minutes you'll have to turn off the heat, and after that you'll have to stir in the cream cheese until it melts. So you'll have a creamy thick mixture. Once you get that, stir in the cooked chicken and season with salt and pepper. Make sure to taste the seasoning so that it's not too salty. And once again, the chicken is just half cooked, not fully cooked. So we'll have to mix it all up here, and then the entire thing will go in the oven. So it'll get cooked in the oven eventually. We are going to use canned biscuits for our pot pie. So what we have done is we've just cut those biscuits into quarters and evenly topped the filling with biscuits, which we have then brushed with melted butter, and we have sprinkled some minced thyme on top of the biscuits. So you'll have the entire chicken veggie mixture on the bottom and butter coated biscuits on top, along with some thyme. This entire pot will then go into the oven, which has been preheated already, and it will stay in the oven for around 15 minutes until the biscuits are all browned up. If you want the biscuits to be crispier, then keep inside for longer. Also in 15 minutes the chicken will get fully cooked and your pot pie will be ready, but make sure to give it a standing time of at least 5 minutes before serving. So the entire process is lengthy but not very difficult once you have all the ingredients together, and it turns out really good.